Okay, so that was a lot of fun recognition, but we have some actually special recognition for some top leaders who have done the work, who have put the effort in and are contenders for our 2024 summer trip incentive to Hilton Head Island. So I would love to invite, I see a couple of you here, so I will just tag you in to share just 2 minutes of what your top highlight of working for the trip was like and how you feel and what you're ready to do when you hit Hilton Head um, in September. So, Dia, you are first in my view, so pop on in.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so it was an experience. Um, and I was happy to know that last year when I had worked on Hawaii that had a lot of experience behind me to use in this whole endeavor. But I would think the most important thing for me and the only reason I did it was because of working on my mindset every single day. Not so much every single day at the beginning of the qualification period, but that last month, it became like every hour, excuse me, I mean, every day that last month, but the last 2 days was every hour. And it was like, help me, help me, help me. So mindset's very important. A lot of you know that I believe in that a lot. I know everybody else does too, but I really believe that if you could do everything else, and if you don't have the right mindset, those things that you do won't really matter. So the one thing I have by my computer, it it's a quote from Brian Clemmer that some of you may have had. The intention is clear, the mechanism will appear. Doesn't matter what it is in life. If you really want to do something and you don't know how it's going to happen, things just start falling in your place. So I had to read that every hour the last couple of days. And a lot of you know I follow Dana Wilde, who is a real mindset for entrepreneurs person. And I've done a lot of training with her. And so I went back and read a lot of my notes that I had that put me in the right mindset. I made lists of things that I've done and that out of, and that any time I got in the negative, and then I focused mostly on sales from QNCs. I said that's probably the easiest way to do that is to focus on inviting people and getting them on up to the $400 level. And that was an easier way for me to bring my required totals down. So that was my advice. And if I do this again next year, that's my plan.
When you do it again next year, don't if at
And I
me.
do it again. Well, if there's even an opportunity, I don't know what's going on.
We love it. Thank you, Dia. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Janice, you're up next.
Hey everyone, how are you doing tonight?
And either I'm frozen or you're frozen. But
So the one thing that I want to say is when you're going to go for doing a trip, you want to get accountability partner. And I've had mine. She gets me. I can say the craziest thing to her and she just laughs right on with me, and that's Pat Clover. She gets me every day. And so one of the things that was said in our house, my husband said, was, Janice, the trip is to Hilton Head, South Carolina. I just want to share with you that you live in South Carolina, so you're representing the team when you win this trip. That was said almost as soon as Jaffer announced the trip. So my mindset was to win the trip from the very beginning. May 15th, I was at level 1, but didn't have the sponsors. May 28th, I was at level 2, but didn't have the sponsors. So I kind of played the game a little different than everybody else. I go back to my Dana and Neil training, which was calling my I's and P's. I do that every month. If you're not calling your I's and P's, I put that down, I's and P's. Call them, reach out to 3 to 10 people per month that you haven't talked to in a month. The other thing is I want to show you my lead slips. That's a month. So a lot of times you guys say I text people. I do a little bit more than texting. I have events. I have them everywhere I go. I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday. Has nothing to do with the trip, but I think it's a great story. So last night at my training, I shared what I did yesterday. Had a client call me a week ago and said, Janice, I got out of my car and my purse size cologne broke. I said, would you like for me to come over? She works at an office, and she said, yes. So I drove there, said I would replace the cologne, no wrong intent, just wanted to come and spend time with her and replace her cologne. She lived quite a bit distance away, but that was okay. When I got there, replaced the cologne, and she said, do you have more cologne in your car? And I said, I sure do. I have a couple baskets. Would you like for me to bring them in? So I was prepared. I'm always prepared for a party on the go. And then I found something that she wanted, which was the black Double Nature purse size cologne. It was really cute. It was round, but it was a miniature size, and she really wanted that. So I challenged her. I said, if you can get the lady in the office beside you to order, I don't care what it is, you can have that. So she brought the lady over. She bought another $60, $70 from me. Great. On the way to the appointment, I called 3 people. 2 of them answered the phone, and the lady that I called, unannounced to me, her daughter worked at that office. So then I had an outside order, ended up walking out with a little under $200, drove over to the bank and offered the bank an opportunity to spa their tellers and all their office. Didn't know that the office, when I walked in, had 14 employees because only 7 were sitting outside in the banking area. 14 employees there, and they asked me to do all 3 of their branches. So girls, we deliver wellness. I deliver it more than some, and I take a lot of pride in it. I seize opportunities all the time in banks and businesses. Yes, I'm known for my school program, but what am I going to do this summer? Because school's out. I'm not going to be going to summer school because I'm way past going back to school. So I find other opportunities. I also am on a mission in the summer to sell my cologne, to sell my color. I do that because in this time of the year, this is the nugget of what people are wanting. Yes, they're wanting travel products. So look at what you have on your shelf and think of how you could change your income by offering it out and about and delivering wellness wherever you go. Last night, we talked about a spa party. Remember that all 4 categories that the company gave us in the training, skincare, spa, fragrance, all those have a spa party. It's how you present that spa party to them. Each week, we deliver wellness. Thank you for letting me share. Like I said, from the very beginning, I was going to win this trip. And I'm not bragging. I just was going to win this trip because I had someone bugging me in the chair beside me every night. Where are you? And when I stayed on the phone till 10 o'clock at night, he never come out and even asked what I was doing. He just knew that I was focused and on it.
I can confirm, everyone, Janice did say to me, like the first 2 days of the trip, I'm going to earn this trip. Watch me. And I said, I would love to watch you. Let's go. Well done. Thank you so much for sharing and for sharing that great story about being prepared like a Girl Scout. I'm into it. Thank you so much. Those are the only 2 folks that consented to share, but I do see some other trip earners. Mona, if you want to pop in and say a couple of words, we would love to hear from you. First earner in the general market.
Like Janice, it is a...
You're muted, love.
Okay, is that unmuted now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. This wasn't Hawaii. I don't know why I didn't look at Hawaii, but for some reason, just right here in the States sounded exciting. And it was just when the trip came out, I said, I'll learn it, no big deal. We can do this. And like Janice, it's all in the mindset. You just expect you're going to do it. And so I started out the year, January, with 5 on the calendar, 5 parties on the calendar. I think the momentum we need to go into a trip is something on the calendar, whether it's the events or pop-ups. For me, it's parties at the home. That just was the best vehicle. And it's nothing new. The best way to get retail is to sponsor qualified new consultants. So we were sponsoring 5 to 6 a month on 2 parties a month. So total, I did 10 parties over 5 months, and we had earned the trip by May 12th. So it was done, 2 weeks to go. So 10 days later, we had the airfare. I mean, really, this was just the easiest trip ever. I don't think I even worked. I think you could work harder if I needed to. We promoted 2 branches. That was just an accident. Those were just that was just frosting. I didn't plan on that. But I did invest in PJ Strami's Mindset Pop earlier in the year. I don't know if that made a difference. Maybe it was a bit of an investment. It was $75 more than I wanted to spend. And that mindset really is the first step. And it was, well, that was easy. So even on 10 o'clock on the last night, May 31st, when I needed 1 to go to sponsor 2 for the quarterly bonus, to be on track for that, even though I didn't need it this month. 10 o'clock, I'm talking to a reorder customer who had only, for the last 4 years, had only ordered the boost packs, the boost wipes. That's it. That's all she'd ever ordered over the last 4 years. She called to reorder and says, Mona, I ran out of the wipes. I stopped getting compliments on my skin. What do I need? What does she need? She needs the Defy set. What's the better way to go? The Defy package. So 10 o'clock on the last night, we got our last consultant with the Defy package. And she's a longtime Jaffa user, so she will love her Insider Beauty account. So that's it.
Absolutely love it. So Mona took a super simple approach. We got to find the joy. You'll probably see her on every one of our trainings, because we're like, oh my gosh, Mona, she went from sponsoring here and there to that consistency of 5 a month, literally as simple as 2 parties a month, but doing a launch party with her consultants. It was that welcome party, that getting started or jumpstart party, I believe you called them, Mona. And so what a joy it was to watch you lead the way with that strategy. We know Janice was out there talking to everyone possible. You saw her lead deck. Dia was out there doing pop-up tabletops every time she turned around. Mona was out there doing parties. It just shows you, when you decide, you can and you will. When you pick your way, your plan, it can be easy. So we want to just say thank you. I think, Jackie, what did we end with? 11 contenders, 10 or 11 contenders?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll be announcing the trip. Our goal is, as a company, to be announcing approximately June 16th. And so we're going back, crossing the I, or dotting the I's and crossing the T's. But we want to say thank you. We had a WhatsApp group for all of those in the trip. We had a weekly gathering. And what a joy it was, from Jackie and my perspective, to watch you all rally for each other. What do you need? What else can you do? Don't quit. We're going to go. Yes, you can. And that's what the joy is going to be, watching your photos from Hilton Head Island. So thank you so very much for being our hot seat panel today. And congratulations for kicking off as our leads of 2024 and soaring to do more. Thank you so very much. I'm going to end this segment right now. So thank you.